Any question? Any question?
No questions.
Okay. So last week if you remember, we did hierarchy. We have formatting, product hierarchy, regions hierarchy. We have geography hierarchy there. We had some fields to calculate profit margin. That's all. Targets. Okay. So today I want to introduce us to DAX calculation in a brief. By the end of today, I hope in our next class we should do reporting so that we start bringing down the program. Okay. Now I want to introduce us to DAX. DAX. Let me see. Okay. Many data analytic expression. That X you have here means expression. Do you understand that? Okay. And let me look for an Excel file to demonstrate something for us. Let me see. Okay. Don't mind me the voluminous data that I have here. Let's assume we want to know the total profit for this organization. Are you seeing my screen, please?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what you normally do in Excel is you come to an empty cell. You write equal to sign. Am I correct? You start with say sum, open brackets. The first cell on this column is M2, right? Colon. The last row here is 4001. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. So now we want to sum from cell M2, I know you do that in Excel, to cell M4001. So this is how you write a formula in Excel and you press enter. And you can see here you have profit of 2,511,020,493.82 kobo dollars. I think this money is in dollars. Oh, it's in pounds. Hope you are crediting my account with this. Who is doing that? Return that? You want credit to my account? Patricia.
I can't do it because I'm recording.
I can't hear you. I hope you want to credit my account with this value now.
One day.
One day. Today is the day now.
The money is delayed.
No, I'll wait patiently for you to drop in my account. It's a chicken change. Okay. Now you see the way we calculate that in Excel. And I remember in last week, I did also demonstrate measure for you. You still remember how to calculate a profit? The only difference between Excel and Power BI is that in Excel, it's not compulsory. You don't give your calculation label. But in Power BI, every calculation you are doing must have a label. So what we did last week, this is an introductory to our DAX, data analytical expression. Okay? Today we want to see you can also create a table using calculation. In each of these tables, you can duplicate them by doing calculation. You can also do calculated columns. So last week we've done created a measure. So we have only 2 items to go. We want to calculate table. I want to calculate column. Okay? So now, how do we do for tables? Let's come to our reporting view. In the modeling ribbon here, click on it. From inside the calculation, this one, look at that. You will see new table. Can you see new table there? Are you following me? So click on new table. Good. So it's going to create a bar for you, a formula bar, just like the way you have in Excel. Okay? Before the equal to sign, delete the table that you have there. Remember I told you every formula must have a label. Type sales person. Okay? Sales person. If you come to your mind it, if you come to your table here, oh, I think something, I omitted something that, wait. Permit me to go back to, I wanted to jump our last lab. Let me go there and do some under this. Coming. I omitted the table that I needed to create. Menu. I'm not going to do that here. Time. Because okay. Let's come to model view quickly. This salesperson here come to in the name box. I click on it in the name box. Put salesperson performance there because we will use it for. Okay, I needed to wait a bit. I needed to use it for something. I omitted something. Let me quickly grab, because I wanted to shorten the time. Okay. I want to create a many-to-many relationship for you. Let me quickly jump. Let me quickly jump here so that what I want to teach you next, I'll be able to complete it. Okay. In our report view, please follow me. In our report view, let's look for a blank area like this. Okay. On the report page. Then I want to create a table view. So I will drag sales person. I will come to sales. The sales person here. I will check on sales person. So to bring up list for me. When you do not select anything, take note of what I am doing. When you do not select, or let me come to a new page. Here is a reporting page. If you don't select anything and you select an item from your data, it's going to make use of this tool, table view, this. Okay? It's going to make it of it for you. And I always say, give a gap on top. So then expand it so that all the sales people will show. So these are your sales person, 18 of them. Now come to your sales. We'll have this, come to sales. So I want to see the sales each of these person brought into the company. Okay, good. So as you show me now, let me um, um, wait. Uh, transform data. Sales, why is my sales showing? Why is it showing? Okay, I think I accidentally picked them in dollar. Okay, so now bring in I don't want my sales to be some. I've told you I don't want some, I want sales. Okay, Let me drag them together. It's a bit far. Good. Having done that, I have my salesperson and their sales is the sales, each of the salesperson brought into the company, okay? But there's another relationship between the sales people, okay, and sales. If you come to this place, this salesperson region, I want to see this salesperson. What sales does he bring on a regional basis? Okay. So some sales people belongs to one or possibly more sales region. In addition, sales region can have multiple sales people so assigned to them. So from performance management perspective, when you want to see the performance of the sales rep, a sales rep says based on their assigned territory need to be analyzed. So we need to say it with sales targets. You create relationship to support. So notice that let's look at Michael Blight. Look at Michael Blight. How much does he generated? How much does Michael Blight generated? Can you?
8,952.
You can see can approximately $9 million of his sales. Okay, good. So now let's come to this model view. Okay. Let's bring our salesperson region between the salesperson and region. That's my region. So what I will simply do is I will rearrange my table. I will take this one up and bring this one down. This. Okay. Bring this one up like this a bit. So I want to see the relationship between my salesperson. You know, I told you that this salesperson, all these salesperson you see here, they belong, this is what keeps their territory or the region they belongs to. So they belong to more than one region. I want to see performance of these sales guys on regional basis. Okay. Now, we are going to create a relationship between the salesperson and salesperson region base. And I want to create a relation between the region base and salesperson region base. Are you following what I'm saying? Because if you don't create a relationship, they cannot group information for you. Two options. If you look at salesperson, you see employee key here, employee key here. If I drag the employee key here and cross it on top of this, remember I told you this is another way you can create a relationship between your table and leave it. So it's going to bring up your new relationship. So it's telling you that salesperson on employee key is relating with sales territory on employee key. Okay? And I said cross filter one to many, meaning that there are many salesperson that belongs to the same region. Am I communicating? You have some sales rep that represent England. You have about 10 sales rep of Barclays Bank in England. You have another 6 in Coventry. You have about 7 in Liverpool, all along like that. So what am I saying in essence is that sales representative, they will be more than one in a particular location. So that is why you have salesperson is one-to-many relationship. That is, one salesperson can be in more than one region. I can have the same sales rep that operates in Hawaii. No, sorry, in Liverpool. And the same salesperson can also operate in Manchester United. The same salesperson can also operate in Liverpool. all along like that, the same person. So that's why you have one-to-many relationship. Okay? But now, turn it around. It means I have a region that has many, a region that has maybe many region that have a single salesperson. So many to one. So reverse it. So now let's say we want to cross-filter a one. Okay, single direction, so safe. So you can see now that my relationship has been formed. And I have explained this to you earlier. When you see one here, means one, asterisk means many, one-to-many relationship. Is that clear? Am I communicating?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
In absentia of no question, let's look at region and sales person region. You will see in the previous one, employee key link salesperson and salesperson region together, employee key. Now, in region, I have a sales territory key, okay? That is the linking key between my salesperson region and region. So I will drag my sales territory key and put it over my sales territory key here, this, okay? Can you see? It's telling me that from my region, I have, can you see now? I have one-to-many relationship. That is, many region belongs to one territory. That's why you have one-to-many. Many region belongs to more than one territory. Depends on the grouping. Okay? So, no, many salesperson can operate in many regions. So click on save. And you see now a region, one-to-many. That is, one region can have many sales reps. One region can have many sales reps. So you can see now that your region, sales person region, and look at your region and sales, meaning that you can drill from your sales to region, salesperson, and your, well, unfortunately, your salesperson cannot relate with, salesperson region cannot diagnose your salesperson. Let's understand why. You can only analyze from one to many. You can only group information from one to many directions. That is, you can only group from region to salesperson region. You can't group from salesperson region to one. Oh, you can group, but now come and see between salesperson region and salesperson. You can see he's now having many to many relationship. Can you see this asterisk on the end of this diagram? That means they are having many to many relationships. Any question for me? Now, let's go to our report view and notice that our visual, if you go back to report view, none of your visual will change. Can you see the value are not changing? Because there is no link between them. So let's see back to model view. I'm trying to bring up something now. Okay, look at your let's look at sales. Let's look at your okay. So let's salesperson table filter, salesperson table, this one, filter the sales table. Okay, see, it filter the same table because it's one to many. It also filter the salesperson region. Can you see? Salesperson can group information from the sales and also salesperson region. Okay, but it doesn't continue by propagating filters to the region table. You know, none of them continue to region table. None. Okay, so meaning that salesperson and salesperson region cannot group information on region because they follow opposite direction. So take note, consider the salesperson table filter. This, okay, it filters the same state because when you have one to many, that one is the one grouping information in many. When you have one to many, they were grouping information on sales. One to many, they were grouping information on salesperson region. Okay? While your salesperson is grouping salesperson region. But unfortunately, there is no metrics in your salesperson region. So, okay, to read the relation between, we now want to check something. Okay, we want to look at region and salesperson. Okay, to read the relation between the region and salesperson. Region and salesperson region. This. Okay, let's double click on this or right click on it. It comes up with something like this. Okay, in the early relationship window, here, in this window, in the cross filter direction, here, drop down the list. Let's see what we have here. Okay, now we want to select, no, let me see. One minute. Yeah. So I'm going to double click. Okay, it's opening it. Here in the cross filter direction, okay. Click the arrow down here. See this cross filter direction, meaning group information from where you have option 1 to option many. Okay, that's what it means. So, but when you say, okay, I'm changing it to both, okay, that means I am grouping my information both from many to many and one to many. So let's save and see what happens. So you can see that look at your salesperson. Okay. So you can see that, look at your salesperson region and okay, let me do something. Let me rearrange again. I'll take my salesperson here and I'll build region here. Can you see your region and salesperson? Look at the relationship. It's telling you that region can diagnose your salesperson, while your salesperson can diagnose the region. Wow. Give me 1 minute, let me put on Jane. Sorry, I lost lights. Okay. Okay.
System.
Sorry, team.
Yeah, we're still
Sorry,
here.
I'm back. Sorry, I'm back.
Okay.
Any question? Okay, let me share my screen. Lost it. So as I was explaining, you can see that region and phase has many to many in opposite direction. That's the symbol you have here. Okay, let's see that. Let's go back to our report view. It's still not indicating any issue. Okay, now switch to report view. We've done that, and it's not the issue now relates to the fact that there are two possible filter propagation paths, okay, from our region to say sponsor region. This ambiguity is internally resolved based on least number of tables assessment, to be clear. You shouldn't design, that's what I want to point to you. You must not design your model to have this ambiguity. It's going to give you error of information, okay? We can use a filter to resolve this later, okay? So let's go back to our model view and see what we can do. To force filter propagation via bridging tables, your sales sponsor region is a bridging table between two tables. If you want to force a relationship between them, okay? Now, want to foster a relation between our sales, between our salesperson and sales table, salesperson this and sales table without propagating through another one. So what we need to do is that we need to edit the relationship. So let's double click this. Wait. Salesperson and sales. So let's double click this. Okay. Now uncheck this. Do not make the relationship active. When you uncheck it, so when you uncheck it, you make it inactive. Click on save. Let's see what happens. What do you notice that happened here? Can anybody talk to me? What do you notice here? Hello? Are we there? Hello, what's happening? Can you hear me at all?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good. But do you understand what I'm explaining here? Look at between your salesperson and sales. We make the relationship inactive. That's why you have a broken relationship. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay? So this relationship will not group, salesperson will not group your sales. Let's see if it happens. Good. Can you see what you have here now? This one is saying, look at what you have. What do you notice? Look at your values now. Look at Brian Walker. Can you see? If you don't remember anything, you remember Michael Blight. Remember, what value does he have earlier when we started this part?
It was it 8?
8 million.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So this relationship we have here now is not appropriate one. It's not appropriate one. So that's why you are not seeing the good values there. Okay? So, good. Notice also that the sales for each person, if added, will exceed the table total. Let's look at table. If you add all the sales for everybody, is this going to be this what we have here?
No.
No. So that means it's not proper. And you can see Brian Welker. What can you say about Brian Welker having the total sales together? What can you say about that?
Is he the highest?
Brian Welker is the manager. He's the sales manager of all the sales. So definitely whatever sales they have, we accumulated to him. So that's how you have his sales to be equal to the total sales. Okay? So the second, his sales are more equal to the total sales. Is it the correct result due to the fact that he is the director of sales? His sales are measured by the sales of all the regions. Okay? So whatever everybody is doing in the region is accrued to him. So why the many-to-many relationship is not working? Because now you have a propagation between, this is what happened. I have a propagation salesperson is now filtering the sales region, and the sales region is now filtering the region, and region is now accumulating the sales. That is why you have that bloated number. But remember, there is no relationship between your sales and salesperson. So that's why the value you have there is grouping based on regions. And what really clarified that for you is this Brian Walker, meaning every region is accumulated to him. Am I communicating?
Yeah.
Good. So while the many-to-many relationship is not working, it's now not possible to analyze sales made by salesperson. So at this situation, I can't know what each of them do. So because the relationship is inactive, you will be able to reactivate the relationship when you introduce calculated table. What we can do is we need to separate these activities of salesperson and salesperson performance. You know, the same salesperson you see here is what is grouping based on salesperson region, based on region, the sales. Do you understand that? Okay, so you see the salesperson have an arrow on salesperson region. That means salesperson is grouping by regional group, and this grouping now is grouping the is grouping by region, and the region is now grouping the sales. So we need to separate them, but we need to duplicate this salesperson's table. Okay, we need to duplicate this table so that one will be grouping by region and one will group by sales alone. And the one that group by region is talking about the sales rep performance on regional basis. Hi, am I communicating?
Yeah.
Good. So go to here, we are in the model view. So we are going to click on this salesperson here, and we are going to put his name. That's what I want to jump to earlier, and call it performance. That is, the salesperson, this particular one, is dealing with the performance of sales rep. It's talking about the performance of sales rep. Okay? And quickly, what we are going to do is that, having done that, we are going to remove the relationship between the salesperson performance and sales, because you don't need to double click on this. Okay? No. Right click on it and delete. Say yes. Because I don't want a relationship between the salesperson and sales. It didn't change the value I have here. Okay? So, good. Do you understand that?
Yeah, so you can just deactivate the relationships if you don't want it anymore.
Yes, yes. Okay,
Mm.
good. Quick one here. In this, we want to create a layer between the target table and salesperson performance. Since we are talking about performance, this salesperson should also analyze my sales targets. Okay, so how will you do that? We want to create a relation between employee ID, okay, and target employee ID, this. Okay, so I'll simply drag this on this. And it's telling me what to make relationship between the salesperson performance and target safe. So it's grouping my salesperson, that is one sales rep, okay, has many targets. So let's come to this place, okay. So now let's expand this feed. We are going to add our target. So to log this one, I bring my target and check target here. So you can see, and I'm going to remove some of target and only one target. Can you see that? Again, it's giving me the accumulated sales targets. It's giving me each of them sales target because it's direct relationship. Direct relationship. Okay? Okay, so that I'll have it better in this way. I try to arrange the name in alphabetical order now. Any other question? So on that, I will save this file, close there. Okay, good. So I'm now going back to what we're supposed to do today. So I have all the tools to work with now. Okay. Let me go back to report view. Okay, I'm already there. I want to do create table now using formula. So now what I want to do is that I don't have a salesperson table. I only have a salesperson performance. I want a salesperson table because I won't be able to do analysis of my sales without the salesperson table. So I'll come to modeling here. I will click on new table under my calculation, new table. Okay, so and it's going to give me a menu like this. Oh, I have a table before, no problem, I'll take it out. So I want to create a new sales person. So I will type sales person. I will take my mouse for clarity's sake, clicking in front of the equal to sign, hold down your shift key and press enter. Okay, so I simply want to equate it to my sales person performance. So I will select this. So I have it here. So I want sales, I'm saying create a table called sales person from this sales person performance table. That's what I'm saying. I will press enter. Remember, when you are having a calculated table and calculated column, okay, it's going to create them physical for you. Here is our sales person here, okay. If we expand it, it's the same column that you have, sorry, sales person, good. So I've created a new salesperson for my salesperson performance. So here it's copy here for me. Okay. Wait. I made a mistake. Let me quickly correct myself. This is salesperson region. Hold on. This is salesperson region. Okay. Okay, sorry. I'm hidden. I almost confused myself. Salesperson, you know, I'm reading some tables. I'm reading fields. They are all the key. So I'm reading all the employee ID, employee key. It only remains salesperson. But because I just created a new salesperson, so that's why I have all of them here. And others are not showing here. Okay, I'm reading those ones. No problem. So here is my salesperson from salesperson performance. So this is my first dark expression. This. Does that make sense to us?
Yeah.
Okay. So now note something. Look at your salesperson. Let me see if I can expand my screen. And I can't. Can I get this down? Okay. Can you see that? Can you see something like a calculator on your salesperson? Can you see? Look at your salesperson symbol. You will see like a calculator on it. That is what indicates this is a calculated table. Calculated table, right? Do you understand me? So that's what indicates your salesperson to be a calculated table. Good. So your sales, that copy the content of salesperson and put it in your salesperson performance and put it in your salesperson. Okay. But note that you have to use your calculated table sparingly. It increases the size of Power BI file. It increases the size of your data model and make your material stuff bigger. So whatever you want to do, let's do it sparingly. Okay? So, but they are recomputed all the time so that if there is any change, that change will reflect. So unlike Power Query table, calculated tables can't be used to load the data from external data device. So you can't do that. So let's switch to, let's go to table model. So now look at your salesperson, it's now available. Can you see that? But remember, there is no relationship between your sales and salesperson, right? You only have your salesperson performance and others. So now what we are going to do is we are going to create a relationship. We are going to repeat our relationship between sales and salesperson, and the link key is employee key. It's short out for me, this. Tag employee key here. And they say sales and salesperson is related one is a many to one. Click save. So you have a relationship back now. So you can have your sales table different now. So in your new salesperson table, we are in model. So select your employee key, employee ID, under your control key, select employee key, and so that one that I've hidden here. Wait a bit. Okay. Employee ID and employee key. That's the only key that you have here that we are hiding. Only these two. And come to a sitting and say yes. So if you now come to your table, you will say, sorry, your salesperson. Wait. Oh, sorry. I removed the one from salesperson performance. There is the one we're supposed to do this and this. I now have the yes. Thank you. So when you come here now, you will see that your salesperson have only 3 fields. Okay? So now in the model diagram here, click on your sales person table. This. In the description here, enter salesperson related sales to sales table. Salesperson related to sales so that this one is going to prompt you that this is the sales, this is the table that analyzes your sales alone. Sales alone. Okay? When you come to your report view and you point to your salesperson, you will see it's going to give you the tooltip. Point to your salesperson performance. Can you see? Okay, this has nothing. I think we put, I think it's on sales. I think we lost that. Okay. So for salesperson performance, so you come to salesperson performance, this, come to model view, under the description, say, this is salesperson performance, this, okay? Come to description and type salesperson related to regions. Salesperson related to regions. Okay, the whole essence of this is that this is the table that allows you to analyze on regional basis, and this salesperson allows you to analyze sales rep alone. Okay, any question for me? So that takes me to the end of the model. Okay, but before we move forward, we need to create a sales table, a date table, because we need dates, we need timeline analysis of our data. Okay, so having done that, you come to your model, come to your table view. Okay, by the time you are there, you see your table tools. Are we together? So click on new table here so that you create a new table. This time around, we want to use a formula to calculate a date column. Okay, so here you call the table dates, or you want to give it another name. Hello class, are we together? Do you want to call this table a different name aside dates? Hello, Josephine, are you there? Prince, talk to me. Victor, are you in the class? Hello, are we together?
I'm here.
Yes, we are.
Silence is killing. So, Victor, do you want to call this a table date, or you want us to change it to a new thing?
Let's leave it there, sir.
Okay. So now what we want to do, click in front of that name and press enter. Do you remember I told you when I was introducing that there is an artificial intelligence embedded in our Power BI? Do you remember that? Do you remember that? So I want to create a table that we create a dates column based on the other dates that occurs on all the transactions. And the function I'm going to use is called calendar auto. Calendar auto. See this. Calendar auto is a function that looks into all the information imported to Power BI and extract from minimum to the highest dates. So it's going to generate a date within that range. But remember something. Some of us is there anybody in finance among us? Who is in finance? Remind me. One of us is a financial officer or what? That led accounting. Who? Who is the financial realm here? Hello. Respond to me, team. What's going on?
It's not me.
Okay. But you remember that in every finance house, there is what we call financial year, right? You are accustomed to that?
Yes.
Financial year could either be January to December or March to February or July to September, July to August, okay? Or some could even be mid-year, July to June, etc. like that, okay? If, when you want to create a calendar also, the last month that your date will work with is what you are going to indicate here. If you leave it empty like this, if you don't put anything in this bracket, it's going to generate a calendar that runs from January to December for you. But this time around, we are running a calendar that is going to be June to July to June. So we put 6 here and you press enter. Can you see that? It has generated a date for me, and you can see from 2016 to 2021 is what I'm able to see on the screen here. 2016 to 2021. That means I have 2016. Look. That means I have 2020, 2021, etc. like that. Great. So I've generated a date column, a date table for us. So if you come to your data page now, you will see date table there. But unfortunately, at this junction, it only has one column. Okay? And now you call it a date, you call the table date. It's going to create, it created a column called date for you. Learn this thing by heart. You have a date table that has a date column. Okay? Don't confuse your date table with your date column. The name of the entire table is date, but there is a column date inside it. Any question for me?
No.
And we have 1,826 rows. So that means in the whole of our records, we have 1,826 records. Okay? And I told you that this screen will only display 1,000 records at a go. So the next thing we want to do now is that we want to add more columns to this table. Okay? To add more columns to enable filtering. We want to be able to filter grouping based on dates. So the next thing we are going to do is to create a year column. A year column. Now that we've created the table, next thing we are going to be doing is creating year, create columns. So the first column we want to create is year. And here is new column. So click on this new column. So it's giving me a column name. It's asking me name the column and define what is going to be the content of the column. So, hello, look at what I'm going to do here. Follow me and don't be confused. So I'm going to replace that column. I'm going to replace it by year. Meaning in date table, I have a date column. I want to create year column. What will be the content of the year? So I'm going to click in front, hold down my shift key, press enter. I want every field, every cell of this year to begin with FY. I want it to begin with FY, which means it's financial year. So I want it to begin with financial year. So then I'm going to use ampersand. I'm writing formula for you. Follow what I'm doing. I want to join financial year FY with a number year. So that if I join 2025 to FY, it's going to call it FY 2025. That means financial year 2025. Hello, am I communicating?
Yes.
Good. So ampersand sign is what is joining. But I can't concatenate string and number together. So that's why I'm using ampersand sign that allow me to do my number calculation and join it to my year. So you come to financial year, after the ampersand sign, so space, type here. The year I type here is a function that go to my date column, extract the year portion of the table for me, of the cells for me. Go to my cells, whatever I store there, extract year for me. That's the meaning of the year function you have there. So having done that, where do I want to extract year from? So I will open a bracket. I want to extract it from, okay? I want to extract it from date column, this, date, okay? Don't go far, you see it's proposing to me. I have a date column, I have a date table that has a date. Yes, is that date that I want. So I will close the bracket. So you are saying close that bracket. Sorry, not yet. I'm supposed to. The date, I have a date column with date field. Sorry, date table with date field. So I needed to bring in my dates. I need to bring in the date field now. So this is date field. So that's how to calculate. But I wanted to do something. I wanted to change the year when it comes to the next financial year. So I'm checking if I want to check if my month is greater than 6. That means it's greater than June. Then that column, that year must change, because at July of every year, the financial year must change. So I must add a 1. So that necessitates, I ask a question here, if, again, I have another function, months, to extract months from a date column. So you are saying if month, open your brackets, from the date column now, you want to extract the month, the days of the month there. So you start by typing this, okay? This, close it, okay? Coming. So now, if it's this, you close the brackets. It's wrong. Oh, sorry. I omitted plus sign here, plus. So now you are saying if month is extracted and that month is greater than 6, then add 1. So that's the meaning of the plus sign you have here. Then before you concatenate your year with financial year, extract a month if the month is greater than 6, which is June. If the month is started, it says 7, 8, 9, 10, that means another quarter. So you are going to change the financial year. So you close the bracket here and press enter. Now let's see what is happening here. See, you can see that one, if you scroll down, can you see that from after June 30, which is months greater than 6 is going to be July. So you change the financial year, it added 1 here. If you scroll down, when is the financial year 2018? Okay. Okay, so you can see that makes changes or look at it is every June that I change the financial year. So that's the meaning of this portion. If month is greater than July, okay, just add 1 to it to flip it to another year. Is that clear? So now I need to show you something. Come to your, there's a snippet you need to know about. Okay, so I think we come from here. Okay. Okay. So now you look for, wait, no, not there. Come to training. You don't need this one, don't worry. When you get to what you need, I will show you. Oh, five. 300. All fives. 300. For more fives, you can follow me at this all fives. Forget about what I've done. From here, you have here 300. All fives, here 300. Okay. Now look for labs. Here we are already dealing with lab 5. Create that calculation. Come to assets. You have a snippet here. Okay. So you see all the no, I don't need this. I don't need this. Okay. It should be 4. Let me see. Aha. So this is where we are. This is in your lab. This is in your lab. I don't want to waste much time. We want to create a quarter column and month column. Let's quickly copy this from our snippets. Okay. Okay. So you've copied the quarter. We want to create a column quarter. Okay. Now, come here. We've already created the financial year. Come here. We want to create a new column. Click on this. And I want the column, I will simply place my, let me show something. Okay, where's my, okay, sorry. Oh, I don't want to, I need to explain this a bit. Don't worry, I need, okay, now, this is what I want to explain to you here. I want to copy this. Let me put another one here. Okay, they are saying create a quarter column. Now, from the date table, year, take year column. Take the year column we just created. Take this year column. Join it with, type a Q in front of this year column and put space there. Financial year space Q. Now, what month, what quarter of the year would all this month belongs to? So that is what you want to use this into. You are saying use a month function, extract the month from date table, date column. Go to date column, extract month. If the month you extracted is between, remember, this is what I'm doing here. Let me explain to you. Hello, class.
Yeah.
You are the only one talking. Where are others?
I don't know.
How many quarters do we have in a year? How many quarters do we have in a year? Who is talking to me? Hello? Is it like others log in and they don't follow me or what?
We are here.
Hey, you need to respond to me now.
We have,
That's
we have 3 quarters.
3 quarters in a year. Is that true? Reflect. 3 quarters in a year. Is that true? Is that the correct
No,
position?
sorry. That's 4.
4. Okay. Now, let's see something. How many months make a quarter?
3.
3. So, first quarter of the year, then we'll have January, February, March. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. That's quarter 1. But remember, before you say quarter 1, January number is 1, right? February number is 2, right? March number is 3, right? So that means you have January, February, March, which is 1, 2, 3 to be quarter 1. Let's move on. Then quarter 2 will be which months? Can somebody read it out for me? Class, you can't be quiet.
April, May, June.
April, May, June. Thank you. So that means I have 4, 5, 6. And that's my quarter 2. Am I correct? Hello?
Yes.
What's quarter 3 now? What's quarter 3? What months make quarter 3?
July, August, September.
July, August, September. That's oh, sorry. Okay, that's 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's my quarter 3. How much I do? I have my October, November, December. That's 10, 11, 12. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, so that gives me quarter 4. Now, if you understand that, let's be looking at that. When you say if months extract from my date column less than or equal to 3, that means if it is 1, if it is 2, if it is 3. Remember, this financial year starts from July, August, September, October, November, until June. So the financial year of January, February, March is going to be Q3. So this formula will become like this. That is, if it is less than 1, 2, 3, it is Q3. Moving further, then one thing is this: the moment you cross a particular number when you are testing, it ignores it. It won't check it again. So for it to check for June, if the month is less or equal to June, that's if it is 4, 5, 6, then it's going to be Q4. So you have this. Okay. Now the next one is if it's less or equal to 9, that is, if it is 7, 8, and 9, that's Q3. So that's Q1. Q1. So that is, if it is less than, that's July, August, September. Okay. So here, say that. Okay. Now, the next one is the moment is no longer in July, August, September. Definitely it's going to be in October, November, December, and that's Q2 of the year. So and that brings to the end of how to create the quarter. So now that you understood the formula, let's go and do the creation now. So we've already said the column, and there is a column, there's space there. Okay. So right click and paste the this is the code, the script that will create our quarter. So press enter. Can you see what we've generated now? Financial year 2017, Q1. Okay, you can see that now. Okay, good. Now we need to we want to create a month column to help us in our time intelligence. So let's do the needful. Let's come back to our snippets. So scroll down, you will see your month here. Okay, month is format date column from a date. Okay, format it and have a calendar that have this YYY in 4 places. Gives me this particular one. Let me bring this one out here. Okay, so you have this. So you are saying create a month column, format the date to just have year and month. Let's see this so that you appreciate it better. So click on new column. So I want to do this. So I'm creating a month column. So I'm formatting the date to take out the, okay. So having done that, you copy the formula and then press enter. So I've created year and month together now as my month column. Okay, good. Okay, So you can see this what we have on our table. Now let me test one or two things that I've done here today. Okay, let me come here. Let me come to this place. Because I will bring in, don't select anything, B matrix. Or let me see. Okay, this one is, I have enough space for me. Okay. Okay, so let me bring another matrix. Yes, matrix. Okay, let's drag this on. Let's drag this on up. Okay, now I'm going to put in my year. And see that. So see my year under rows. I'm going to drag quarter inside the year. Okay, if you come here, it has added it here. Then I want to add no. Okay, I've done year, quarter. I want to add months. Okay, so you have your year, you have your quarter, and you have your month there now. Okay, good. So you can also bring in your sales because I want to analyze my, so I can come here and bring sales and say, good. So you can see that okay, don't worry, good. Because the date table is not related to anything. So don't worry. Let's come to someone says, we'll delete it. Okay? The only thing I'm trying to demonstrate here is if you properly arrange this thing, it's going to, expand your column for you. But that's not where we are going. Good. But take note of something. Look at your quarter one months. August, July, September. Is that the way it's supposed to be? Hello? Is that the way it's supposed to be? Okay. Good. Good. Now, we want to do it in such a way that these months we arrange properly. And how are we going to do that? We are going to use another formula snippet that will do that for us. Month key. Month key. Let me come to the snippets there. So this is month key. Okay. Let me come down here. See what we are doing here? I want to create a column month key. So I wanted to have year function extract year column from this date column, multiply the year by 100. That's what you have here. If I extract 2017, multiply by 100, then I now say, extract a month part of the date and add it at the end. And that will give me what I will use to arrange my column, my months column. So I will select this part, month key. Okay, so I will now say, I will go back to modeling. So go back to table view, go back to table view. Under column tools, click on new column. Okay, and the formula we copy, we paste it here. I want to create a column month key. It's going to have year to date. Then I'm going to multiply by 100 and this and press enter. So look at it. It has generated numbers in sequence of numbers for you. Okay. So I haven't done this. Go back to your report view. Okay. Let's go to report view. We are here. In the data pane here, select the column months. Okay. Click on months, not check. I didn't say check, just click on the months and come to this place. You will see sort by column here. You've already clicked on the month name. Come and say sort by column, this, by month key. Okay. Having done that, if you look at your screen now, you will see that your month has arranged properly. July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, etc. So those things are properly arranged that wasn't there before. Okay. Okay. So you see those ones as rearranged now. We now want to complete the date table. Don't worry, we'll soon round up this class. So in this task, we will complete the design of the date table by hiding columns and creating hierarchy. We will then create a relationship to the sales and target table. So let's come to the model view. Now here is our date table. Okay. We want to hide the month key in our date table. Click on our date. Okay. Click on the month key and click on the hidden, turn it to yes, because we don't need it. So on the data pane now, select our date table, the date table dates. Okay. Right click the year. Okay, we want to create, okay. I want to create an hierarchy of dates now. Okay, remember I said we are not going to use the one we have there before we deleted it. So right click on here and create hierarchy and call the hierarchy fiscal. Name of the hierarchy, the label we have here, and call it fiscal. That is fiscal year is the name of my hierarchy. And it has year. So come down, the next thing after year is quarter. Put in your quarter. After quarter, you have your month. So you have your year, quarter, and month. So apply level changes there. So you are familiar to hierarchy. Now, I want to do something. I want to create a relation between date and sales, order dates. So this time around, I'm going to create two dates, between dates and sales, between dates and targets. So it's better I push this guy in a bit. Okay, so dates now. I will come to manage relationship. I will say new relationship. I'm talking from date table to sales. Okay. Now, I have in my date, I have a date column, but in my sales, I only have other dates. Yes, other dates and dates, they are the same. Okay, and it's one to many from dates to my sales. In sales is going to be many. So, okay, good. So click save. Now we need relation between target and date and target. Date and target. So I'll click new relationship. Okay, I will select my dates and I will come to target. Okay. Target amount is a date column. So date here will relate with date here. Okay, and it's one to many. So okay, so now that I've done that for both sales and other date and target month, click close there. So you can see the relationship between your dates and target, your date and sales, one to many, one to many. Finally, we want to we want to use this date. We want it to perform time intelligence for us. So you click on the date table, come to report view. So click on date table here, not the date field. So on the tools menu here, on the table tools menu, okay? Remember, click on the date table, not date column, okay? So you will see, when you see mark as date here, so click on it, you select the date table, So click the date table and come to mark as date table here, select it, and say mark as date table. And it's asking on which column do you want to mark as date? Say from dates. So, and it's been done successfully. So click on save. So I've finished that. Okay. So that's done. Now, quickly, I'm going to take out all these things I did one by one earlier. So I'm going to take it out. I simply go into my dates and I'm going to check my fiscal. Good. So you can see, and I can my button. Aha. If I click on the arrow down now, you see, it's going to expand based on my hierarchy. Good. Quick one that I want to do. So let me bring in my unit price there. Do I have a unit price from 6? Okay. Take it. Let's see. So individual feed pane located here, you see that, remember, look at your unit price that you just added. I want us to see something. Average price, I don't need average price. I need, okay. Okay, let me leave it. If you click the arrow here, see, it's telling me that I can change the formality of all these things. Now I've changed it to sum on my price. I change it to average. I change it to minimum, etc. But what does this thing mean? Okay, good. So, but I prefer my unit price to be in average. Okay, average. I'll come here and pick average. But I'm going to call this guy AVG, average unit price. Okay, good. I will demonstrate that one to you. I want to create a mayor that you will, one of the beauty of mayor is I want to create a function that I will not be able to change. Okay, so I'm going to right click on my sales and say new mayor. So what will it be? I will type it as AVG price, average price, AVG price. Then click in front and press enter. So you now have your average. I see average there. Okay. Open bracket. Average. What do you want to average? I want to average from sales column. Here is my sales column. Go down a bit. Okay. Sales feedback unit price. So average. So I'll close the bracket here. I've introduced a bracket, which is wrong, so I'm going to take one out. Okay. So it's going to calculate average price for me. Press enter. Okay. Now, see my average price there. So it as calculation, check it. So it brings it here. Definitely the same thing. Okay. But come and see. Look at the average price that I have earlier that is by default. It's going to give me room to change. But when you create a mayor, this is one of the beauty of mayor. You can't change it away from what you've done. So in the reasons of it, I don't need this guy here. So I only need this. Okay. So to do that for median price, I will leave that one as an assignment for you. Do for median, do for minimum on your snippets. I've shown you where the snippets is. Go and locate these snippets on your own. Okay. We've done average price. Here is your median price, minimum price, max price, order, and other lines. Go and do this as homework. If you can't see, do it. So in our next class, I am rounding up all calculation and we are going to generate reports in our next class so that we are bringing close to our Power BI introductory exposure. Any question for me?
No, no question.
Click on File Save if you are following me. Where are others? Only one person is talking though. Prince and Victor. I don't hear your voice now.
We are here.
Okay. Any question for me?
From my side, not really. I'll just try to go through this one more time to have a better comprehension on this.
Okay, no problem. So in our session of no question, we call it a day today. Thank you.